السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا زدنا علما، اللهم فقهنا في الدين. اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. آمين يا رب العالمين. So here we are with our session number 254. In our last session, we went over very tricky concepts of al-i'lal wal-ibdal, and today inshallah, as we always do, we are going to review all that we have covered in our previous session inshallah. So bismillah ar-rahman ar-rahim. In the past few sessions you have been learning about the classification of your af'al based on the root letters. You have mastered how you are going to distinguish a sahih fail from mu'attal. I would like you to follow only this classification that you are seeing on my slide. Sometimes people call everything غير صحي. Sahih is also Sahih Salim, Sahih is Sahih Mahmud, Sahih is Sahih Mudaf. Okay, according to most Arab resources, keep that in mind. So if any doubling, any word with the double with the ain and lam kalima repeated is mudaf, and it is also sahih. Any word that has hamza in it is also sahih. Any word that has no harf illa is going to be sahih. But if any word has no hamza and there is no doubling, or there is not doubling, there is no ain and lam kalima the same, that word is going to be sahih salim that we have been learning in the past. And then we went over our motal af'al, and we have learned about how they can be misal, ajwaf, naqis, and lafif. When there is more than one weak letter, the word is classified as lafif. And we learned about mafruq and makroon. I hope you all remember. And then we started learning about a very beautiful concept of Arabic language and the sarf. Not common taught, but we just took a deep dive into that, and I hope it's clear for the most part, and we'll see how it worked for you all. Okay, inshallah. So in the last session, I was on the last slide, and there was a question by Sister Diba, and she was asking about the haraka of the word, and we were learning about our ilal with the skin wa naqlu harakatuhu ma qablahu. So here we were learning about how yuqbalu got changed into yuqalu. Yuqbalu was the original form, the passive for yakulu, yuqbalu, and then you notice how waw gave its haraka to a sakin sahi letter before, because anytime there is sahi sakina present before waw and ya, that is mutaharrak, what will happen? Ya is becomes very generous. It is going to give its haraka to sahi letter before it and will take a sakoon. Okay, and in this case, it is also going to it's going to change itself into an alif. Okay, because the haraka that goes with fatha, the letter that goes with fatha is alif. Did you all remember that? We were covering this word at the very end of the session, which was quite a long session of Alhamdulillah 1 hour. So I hope how these changes happened on this word, these are clear to you. Now, slowly and surely, I'm going to show you words, and I'm going to ask you if different questions, and we'll see if we have understood the concept. Okay. So, are you all ready for the review of the concepts that we have covered in our last session? If you are ready, type 1 and get ready. Alhamdulillah. So Aisha and Afsha and Faiza are ready. Afsha, please contact me because I am not able to add you to the main group for our advanced surf, and I've been finding you. The number or the form filled is different. So please kindly contact me. I know recording is on, but I have to ask her that too. So, okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Um, so now let's focus, and inshallah, I will talk to you about it later. Okay. So weak letters of Arabic alphabet are alif, waw, ya, hamza. 1, 2, and 3. Very well done. 1, 2, and 3. Hamza is not harf illa. Hamza is not at all your harf illa. Is this clear to all of you? Alhamdulillah, it seems like all of you are coming up with the right answer. Do not include Hamza in harf illa, because now how much of this you have understood, it's going to be showing in this review. I will be very easily detecting that, inshallah. The process that is specific to changes in the weak letters, the process Specific to changes in the weak letters is called ibdal, number one option, or i'lal. From ain lam lam harf illa, it is i'lal. So for i'lal, you can put the numbers there. You can put just the one or two. So one or two will give me the idea that you have understood it, okay? And you are giving your option is I will, because there are not many options going to be there. There are 2, 3, 4 at the most, okay? So you just give me the number when I say out the question. Just give me the number which option is right, okay? So yes, it is the correct answer is i'lal, which is only specific to your weak letters. Alhamdulillah. The process which is general and in which one letter is replaced by another letter. You see, one letter got changed into another letter is called ibdal. Number two option, i'lal. Everyone is saying ibdal, so I have to go with you all. So this gives me another, reassurance that Alhamdulillah, you are getting there. We are almost there. Alhamdulillah. And the next question on my screen for you is in the word iman, from the root letters hamza mim noon, hamza mim noon. So it is, just think about it as Islam, Islam to Iman. Just think about that. Have your paper and pencils with you in these sessions. In the upcoming sessions, please keep your notebook and pencils or pens handy. Okay? So you can immediately put the word on your paper and see what is happening. So is this going to be ibdal or ilal? So what happened? What changed? What underwent a change? A hamza got changed into ya. When hamza changes into ya, is hamza your weak letter? Hamza is not a weak letter, right? It is not a weak letter. So it's going to be one or two. Tell me an answer now, everyone. It's going to be ibdal, and from where you get madde badal, right? It is going to be ibdal, and this is what gives birth to your madde badal as well, right? Everyone with me? Alhamdulillah. Easy so far? So now let's go ahead. In the word, and my articles are always missing. I'm sorry. In the word istafa, what do we see? Number one option, number two, or number three? Ibdal, i'lal, or both ibdal and i'lal. Root letters of this word are sod, fa, waw. Sod, fa, waw. So the whosoever is saying it is ibdal. So yes, there was a ta of family ifti'alan, family 8, that got changed into ta. But the third root letter, let's just enlarge it for our for the purposes of our studies, inshallah. So here, and let me make it big. Let's just make it 30. So now, what is happening? There was ta that got changed into ta. Changing of ta to ta is called what? What is the term for that? Ibdal, ibdal, ibdal. But changing of waw into alif, is it, the specific term, if you, I know ilal is also ibdal. It also comes under ibdal. But for now, I just want you to, differentiate between these two as well. Okay. Little bit of differences of these as well. Though you have learned this word, you can just simply say that ibdal is working. Ibdal is my general term. It includes, it can eat up my ilal too sometimes, right? When there is ilal bil qalb, when there is a change of waw into alif, it can also be seen in ibdal, right? It also, when I gave you the examples of ibdal, everything was there, and Shamim is right when Shamim said that it is ibdal only. So but if you, when you are learning, when you're taking one little step, so you should know that you can say that both of them, or the first one is also correct, because ibdal also encompasses ilal as well. Does that make sense? right? Because is there a change, a replacement of one letter with another letter, right? There's a change of one letter to with another letter, right? So that happens. So, but just to be, just to right now, if we can keep things separate, and then find how they're there are similarities among them as well, it's going to help you with your complete understanding of what we are going to learn in the next few sessions, inshallah. Okay, so you can just say that both is happening. You can for now you can say both are happening, both are the correct options. Okay, but I will not say that Shamim is incorrect in her answer, because she has learned it like that. As I've taught in the last session, that changing of ta into ta is ibdal, changing of waw into alif is also ibdal. Okay, but when the change is specific to a weak letter, one weak letter changing into another weak letter, or weak letter changing into a hamza, that is also under the umbrella of ilal as well. Okay, so in the word yattakhiza, first of all, what are the root letters for yattakhiza? What are the root letters for yattakhiza? Hamza, kha, zal, right? Hamza, kha, zal. So what is happening here? Is this ibdal, ilal, or both? What is the answer? Number one, because when Hamza gets changed into ta, when Hamza gets changed into ta, is it going to be ilal or ibdal? It should be very crisp in your mind. It should be clear as a day in your mind that it is going to be ibdal. Okay. My dear sisters, please change your names. If you are signed up as iPhone, please change your name for attendance, inshallah. Okay, so then the next one is word is dadu, and keep both the things in mind, that we are going to be focusing on each case by case. We are taking it as on a case by case basis as well. So Shamim, keep that in mind. I know your answer is going to be correct, but think about it, and as in a just like from a kindergartner standpoint, inshallah. At this point, the word is dadu. Okay, in Izdadu, which family is this word in? Zai, Ya, Dal are the root letters. Okay. Zai, Ya, Dal are the root letters. There is a Dal that you're seeing after Zai, which is not the root letter. So when there is a Dal which you see that is not the part of the root letter, you start to think about family 8. You have to think about family 8. It is an extra Dal. When you see an extra dal in your word, start thinking about which family? 8, 8, 8. Okay, and I told you, please go back to your videos of Sarf on family 8. These are going to be very helpful, inshallah. So is dadu, is tadu. Word was is tadu. Okay, but there is something else happening. So this dal has come from where? It has come from ta. So the changing of ta into dal, is called ibdal. Now, very specifically, the changing of ya into alif, because the letter before it was carrying a fatha, is also ibdal, but to be very precise, it can be ilal. So we can say the option number 3 is correct. Is this clear to all of you? Okay. The next word that I have for you is utiya. This word has a root letter hamza, ta, ya. Hamza, ta, ya are the root letters. And here, what do you see? Ya is there. Ya is as there. There is no change. Is there ilal or ibdal or both? So hamza, ta, ya. Are you noticing any change in ya? Ya is there. It is an example where your hamza got changed into waw. Your hamza got changed into waw. So when your hamza got changed into waw, it is going to be option number 1, and this is ibdal, and from where your madde badal comes. Okay, so your madde badal comes from ibdal, Is this getting clearer, a little bit clearer to you? Alhamdulillah. Okay, and I'm going to show you a slide as well, and it's going to help you even further. In the word تدخرون, تدخرون, Zal, Kha, Ra were the root letters, and there are two dals. So what are we seeing here? The Zal got changed into Dal. The Ta of the family got changed into Dal. There is Ibdal. Ibdal is a broader, it has big arms. It has a bigger umbrella. It covers a lot. It covers Sahih. It can cover Ghair Sahih letters too. Is this clear to all of you? So is this easy so far? Okay. The next word is, what is the type of I'lal in word Yu'ta? So now you are going to tell me 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a long list. How can you write all these? Everything is I'lal, but I'lal can be bil qalb, where you see one letter gets changed into another letter. I'lal can be hazf, where the letter gets dropped. I'lal can be by taskeen or iskan, where just a weak letter takes upon itself a sakoon when there is a dhamma or a kasra before it. I'lal can be with taskeen but one naqal. It can be that your weak letter gets a sakoon by transferring its haraka to a letter before. And this transfer, what is the name for the transfer called? Before you answer this question, give me the name when the haraka gets moved from one letter to another. The process is called naqal, right? You all remember from this last session? Alhamdulillah. So now give me an answer. What is the type of I'lal in word Yuta? Hamza, Ta, Ya were the root letters, right? I'lal bil qalb, I'lal bil hasf, I'lal bil taskeen or iskan, or I'lal bil taskeen wal naql. You're not seeing your letter number, your letter, right? You're not seeing your Ya there. So the correct answer is going to be I'lal bil hasf. Your Ya got just omitted, right? Is this clear to all of you? What are you missing here? Your Ya got omitted, so just call it I'lal bil hasf, because there is an omission. The weak letter got dropped. How many of you have understood this? Type 1 if you have. And that there is a reason for exposing you to all this information, and there's a reason for this, the review sheet that is right in front of you, okay? Hamza, Ta, Ya are the root letters, right? Hamza, Ta, Ya are the root letters, and the Ya was a weak letter that got dropped. So when weak letter gets dropped, that I'lal is going to be called I'lal bil hasf, right? When a weak letter gets dropped. Easy? Afsha, are you with me? Okay. Now, what is the type of I'lal in word wasa? So wasiya are the root letters. So wasiya is a masdar. So is it bil qalb, bil hasf, bit taskeen or iskan, or bit taskeen wan naql? It's the one, because here your ya got changed into alif. Yeah, ya got changed into alif, so you can call it, there is a change. When there is a change, it has to do with the heart, just like your heart changes all the time, right? So it is going to be I'lal bil qalb, right? I'lal bil qalb. Easy. It's not going to be 3, because wasaya was the word. Wasaya was the word, right? That is why you say that this is mabni al fatatul muqaddara al alif, right? What happened is that your ya that was there got changed into alif. Are you with me so far? Are you getting what I have been trying to tell you? Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's see here. Now, just take it easy, okay? We are going to do it easily. We are not going to rush ourselves in there, okay? What is the type of I'lal in word Yahdi? So, Yahdi was originally Yahdiyu. When you see word Yadribu, if you call it from family 4, the word is Yahdiyu. But what happened here? There is The word had a letter before it with a kasra, and it just take upon itself a sukoon. So you call it elal bit taskeen or iskan. Do you remember how we learned in the last session? Just like sometimes tanzil and inzal are interchangeable, similarly, at taskeen or iskan are going to be used interchangeably. And in Arabic, this happens also very, very often. So is this clear to all of you? That this, if the words are from the same family 2 and family 4, the masadir, you will notice there's a lot of overlap in language and how they speak in Quran itself, that sometimes these masadir are interchangeably used. Okay, so next, are you ready for the next question? What is the type of elal in word tawalla? Waw, lam, ya are the root letters. Waw, lam, ya are the root letters. So, is there a change in do you see any change, or there is any omission? A weak letter got dropped, or weak letter just took upon itself a sukoon, or weak letter gave its haraka to the letter before? It is Elal bil Qalb, and that is the correct answer, everyone. Ishrat, Shamim, very well done. And Sister Zora, everyone, I'm very, very proud of you, Sister Fajabi. Very well done. Okay, now the next question is, what is the type of Elal in word Jaza'u? Jim, Zai, Ya. Jim, Zai, Ya are the root letters. The letter came at the end of the word. You're seeing the letter at the end of the word, and it is coming after alif zaida. When waw and ya come after alif zaida, they get changed into hamza, and you can just call it elal bil qalb. Right? Is this clear? What is the type of elal in word istata'a? Ta, waw, ain are the root letters. Because waw was mutaharik and the letter before it had a fatha, it changed itself into alif. So now among the four options, we are going to pick ilal bil qalb. Are these concepts getting easy? How many of you are now getting the real thing now? Are really understanding it? Alhamdulillah, it's getting easier. Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's just continue then. So, what is the type of ilal in word iftada? Little bit confusing. We are going to, that's why I brought this practice for you all. Okay, so that is why I created this sheet, just like we used to do in the past. So that we can practice, inshallah. Okay, so now let's see here. Iftada, iftada. Fa, dal, ya. Azra has typed the root letters for this word, which were fa, dal, and ya. So the ya that was after dal is now written like an alif. So Afsha, what do you think has happened? Did ya change into an alif? Did a change happen? And when one weak letter changes into another weak letter, we call it ilal bil qalb, right? We call it qalb, right? So everyone is going to pick option 1, right? What is the type of ilal in word yad'u? So original form of this word is coming from Nasara clan. So how does Nasara, the mudari of Nasara ends? It ends like yansuru with dhamma. What happened? Did it give it haraka to the letter before? No, it did not, right? There is no naqal. It just dropped its haraka. It just took upon itself a sukoon. When it just takes upon itself a sukoon, you will pick option number 3 and you will call it ilal bit taskeen or iskan. There is another iPhone 5. If you have registered with us, kindly change to your original name so that you remain the part of the group, um, and notes can be shared with you, inshallah. Okay. What is the type of elal in word yuridu? So now, this word, when you see a dhamma on your alamatul mudare, what comes to your mind? Dhamma on Alamatul Mudari family 4. So this word, let me just, okay, let's see here if I can do it from here. So this word was, let's see here, okay. So there's a lot happening here. This word was originally Yur Yidu. Is that correct? That this word was Yur Yidu? Hmm? Do you all agree? Yuslimu, it should spell like Yuslimu, guys, right? First of all, we cannot forget, and our family 4, our Mudare sounded like Yuslimu, right? But this word looks like Yuridu. Yuridu, there is some change, right? So what happened? First of all, what was the first step? Tell me the first step. The first step is Yuridu, the first step. If a ya is mutaharrik and the letter before it is sakin, there is a naqal. Who came up with transfer? Good job. There is, first of all, there is a naqal that happened, right? There is a naqal that happened, right? Ya gave its haraka to the letter before, right? And then there is a taskeen, right? Is this clear? It gave its haraka as well. Not just took upon itself a sakoon, but it gave its haraka to the letter before as well. Is this clear now? Are you getting it? Are you getting my point? Alhamdulillah. So there is not just taskeen, but there is a naqal as well. There is a naqal as well. So that is why I was teaching you those terms. Movement of haraka from one letter to another is naqal. Taking a sakoon upon itself is taskeen or iskan. Omission of a letter is going to be hazf. Changing of a letter from one to another letter is going to be qalb, right? Inshallah. So now let's see what happens here. What is the type of i'lal in word natluha? What was the original form? Tala yatlu from Nasara clan. Tala yatlu from Nasara clan. The word was originally natlavu, right? Natluvu, sorry. Natluvu. But what happened? It did not give its haraka to a letter before. Did it? No. No knuckle happened. No movement happened. It just took a sukoon. So you pick option number 3. Okay. So Arabs teach it 2 ways. They just teach it like the first 3, and they don't talk about knuckle. But I think if we can just keep them as 4, as we have finally did in our session 253, I think this is going to be more helpful. What do you think? What do you suggest? That knowing knuckle and then sakoon, isn't it more it's more detailed how the process actually occurred, right? It's giving you more of an understanding, it seems like, right? So that's why I thought that I will just bring it to you so that let's see how it works. Okay. And alhamdulillah, so far it seems like you're getting the point. You're getting these heavy terms in your brain. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Okay, let's see the next one. What is the type of i'lal in word hadakum? Hadakum, hadaya. Hadaya was a word. What happened to ya? Ya changed into alif. So it's very simple. Why did it change into alif? Because the letter before it was carrying a fatha. When a letter before ya or waw is going to have a fatha, it's going to change into alif with few exceptions. Okay, remember that. Then the next word that I have for you is the type of i'lal in word tamutu. So tamutu was originally, what was the original form? Tambutu, right? Tambutu. So when it was Tambutu, like Yansuru, so is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? I know the answers. Shamim and Aisha and Faiza are getting it, and Alhamdulillah. So there's, and I'm sure Sister Zarina and the rest of you are also with me. There is Ilal, Bitaskeen, and Nakal. There is a Nakal as well. And Sister Zora is also agreeing with all of us that this is going to be a taskeen. It's not just that Wow is, getting a sukoon, but it also transferred its haraka to a Sahih letter before. Is Meme a Sahih letter? Do you think Meme is a Sahih letter? Alhamdulillah. And that's a correct answer. Yes, Meme is a Sahih letter. And when there is a Sahih letter before Waw and Ya, and the Waw is mutaharrik, it is going to give its harakat to a letter before and take upon itself a sukoon. Based on that rule, this transfer happened. There was a naqal and there was a sukoon as well. Alhamdulillah. So word tutla was originally tutlawa, right? So it is tutlawa. Ya got changed into alif, so we are going to call it ilal bil qalb, right? The word tanalu, it's coming from noon ya lam. So ya got changed into alif. Again, it is going to be ilal bil qalb, right? So this was the end of your review. I don't have any more questions. So let's just take, I'm going to take you to Quran and we are going to see a few examples from there. Is that right? And just don't want to overwhelm you with too much. So that's why I thought that, I'm just going to keep it simple, easy for all of us so that we can master the concept at this stage, inshallah. Okay, so let's just Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim begin from Surah An-Nisa, a verse from Surah An-Nisa 114, and I'm going to ask you what is happening in word najwa. So najwa, no, najwa is, there is not much here. Let's see this one. Ibtigha. What do you think? If I ask you ba, ghain, ya are the root letters, and ba, ghain, ya are the root letters, and the ya got changed into hamza, so it is going to be ilal bil qalb. And my dear students, who is brave enough to tell me why your ya got changed into hamza? What was the process? Where was the positioning of the ya which made it turn into hamza? No, alif zaida, right? At the end, ya is at the end of the word. Ya and Waw at the end of the word, preceded by alif zaida. Alif zaida, which is not the part of zaida, is that alif that is not the root letter alif. It's going to make your ya and Waw change into alif. Hamza, change into hamza. Easy? Change into hamza. Hamza. Yeah. So when there is Waw and Ya at the end of the word, and they are preceded by alif zaida, Waw and Ya get changed into hamza. Okay. Now, this word, sa'at. What are the root letters? Sa'at. There is seen, Waw, hamza are the root letters. Is any change happened in this word? There was a Waw that got changed into alif. So this is going to be ilal bil qalb. In word nuwallihi. So now we are looking at it based on Sarf standpoint. Okay, we are going to we are focusing on a word based on the Sarf standpoint. If I ask you, is there any change? Waw lam ya. Is there any ilal that you find in this word? Now come to the Sarf world. When you look at it from the Sarf standpoint, you are going to say that there is an ilal bil hasf, right? Because the ya, which is the last root letter, that your weak letter got dropped here. Okay? It got dropped, therefore it's going to be ilal bil hasf. Nuslihi. Sod lam ya or sod lam waw are the root letters. Do you see anything in this word the same? Just like nuwalli is majzoom bi hasfe harfe illa, and when you come into Sarf world, you call that ilal bil hasf. The same process is happening and affecting nusli. So the original word was nusli. But was nusli the original word as well? What do you think? Just think about it. Now here you see إعلال بالحذف is your right answer. But what if the word was nusli? What happened to the ya? Was there any إعلال that happened to the ya? Iskan, very good job. Or sakin, it became sakin. It was nusli you, but it became nusli. So the first thing that happened to the ya was that there was iskan, right? There was an iskan at a very first point. Okay, very well done. Okay, now I have here. Oh, yajiduna, yajiduna. Do you see any i'lal? Wajada yajidu. There is something that is dropped. So again, you are going to say yes, absolutely yes. And if I give you this, if I wish I could, I have a magic and I was more savvy, technology savvy, and I would, the among these four, you are going to say that there is yajiduna in word yajiduna, there is ilal bil hazf. Okay. Ma'wahum. Ma'wahum. So Hamza, Waw, Ya are the root letters. So what is happening here? Ilal bil qalb. Very good job. Ya got changed into Alif, right? And how it's leaving its mark here too, that it is sitting on a nabra, right? So this also, gives you it's kind of a giveaway too. So Ya'idu. Are we seeing any ilal? Waw Ain Dal are the root letters. Waw Ain Dal. Now the shaitan is promising them. So Wa'ada Ya'idu. So it is Elal bil Hasf. Very good job. And there are two times the same fail is used. So remember, in Yajiduna, Ya'idu, both have the same thing. Okay. Um, any Elal here? Yes? Wow got changed into Ya because the letter before had a kasra. So elal bil qalb can be, that there is a qalb of wow into ya. Very good job. Yajid, yajid. No, here in word yajid, you only have hasf, right? You only have hasf. In word yujza, in word yujza, there is hasf, there is hasf, and 1 second. Let me find some. I want some ibdal, pure ibdal as well, but okay, here. Yuftikum. Yuftikum. Okay. Yufti, i'lal bil iskan, right? I'lal bil iskan or bil taskeen. Very good job. Um, can we say here something happened? Tuna. Can you figure out what happened here? And if you give me the first main thing, that's going to be fair enough answer. Tuna. Hamza, ta, ya are the root letters. Hamza, ta, ya are the root letters. Yes, there is ilal, and that ilal is bil hazf. Very good job. Very good job. Now see here, taqumu. What are the root letters? Taqumu comes from qaf, waw, mim. Is there any ilal here? Very good job. So this is going to be Think about it now. So here the word is takbumuna. It was takbumuna, but the word became taqumu. So Shamim is now saying, since Waw gave its haraka to a letter, Sahih letter before, which is the rule, so there is nakal happening here. Waw was mutaharik here, takvumu. Originally it should be takvumu, but Waw gave its haraka to Sahih letter before because Sahih letter was sakin, and then it after nakal there is iskan, right? Ilal bin taskin wal nakal. Bin nakal wal taskin should be the order. Yes. Barakallahu feek. Is this clear to all of you, or is it getting clearer a little bit? Alhamdulillah. Okay, now let's see here, Aisha, what I have for you. Khafat, first of all, just focus on root letters. I'm not asking you anything. Give me the root letters. So kha, waw, fa are the root letters. Is there any change in any of the root letter? Tell me. Waw to alif, Aisha? Now think about it. If waw got changed into alif, what is the name of that change? What we call that i'lal. What was the name given to that i'lal? It is called i'lal bil qalb. Easy? Easy? Okay. Let's do this one. Okay. Is there any i'lal here? Yes? Okay. So it is going, waw got changed into ya, right? Waw got changed into ya, and this is going to be i'lal bil qalb, right? Easy? Okay. Okay. Sa'atihi. Sa'atihi. Sa'atihi means, go to the root letter. Go to the root letter. First of all, go to the root letter. Waw, sin, ain. Like the vastness or capacity, that kind of a word, right? Wus'a, right? And here the waw got dropped, so it's going to be i'lal bil hasf. Yugni, yugni, word yugni. What type of i'lal are you seeing here? I'lal bil hazf, right? I'lal bil hazf you're seeing here. Very good job. Now, ittaqu. Ittaqu. First of all, just focus on ittaqu, the first word or letter first, and then go to the next one, if afterwards. Okay. So waw, qaf, ya are the root letters. Waw, qaf, ya are the root letters, and there is a change of waw into ta. Now the waw got changed into ta. Should we put it in a broader category? What do you think? Should we put it in a big umbrella where our weak letter got changed into a sahih letter, right? Where your weak letter got changed into a sahih letter, which was ta. So we can call it ibdal. Where is your ya? What happened to your ya? Because root letters are waw, qaf, ya. So what happened to ya? Is there also hasf, right? We can say that that got hasf. So there is the both happening here somehow. Yati. I'lal bil hasf. And kana, kalb. Very good job. There was another example where I have okay, amanu. Hamza, mim, noon are the root letters. Any i'lal? No i'lal. Good job of Sham. Very proud of you all. There is no i'lal because Hamza, mim, noon are the root letters. Why would I think about i'lal here, right? Because my i'lal is very specific to my weak letters, as the name indicates, from ain, lam, lam. I don't need to worry about my weak letters anymore. Now I'm going to see if my sahih letter got changed into something else. So what happened here? You are saying that there is ibdal. What got changed into what? What happened? Can somebody tell me the change that happened here? Hamza got changed into alif, and that from where you got your madde badal, right? Easy? So far, easy? Now, few more examples before I totally make sure. Oh God, these words are going to be always on, oh my God, they are always going to be there. Aula. What is happening here in aula? Elal bil qalb. So you are saying elal bil qalb. Your word was waw lam ya. Ya got changed into alif. What was the ruling that we apply? Why did it got changed into alif, Faiza? Letter before it had a fatha. Letter before had a fatha. Letter before had a fatha. It is, so now you know that it is af'alu. How it is ism tabdeel af'alu. Af'alu. Anytime ya and waw are going to be on ism tabdeel pattern af'alu, what will happen to them? Because of the fatha on ainul kalima, waw and alif are going to change into waw and ya are going to change into alif. So in word aska, what is happening there? The word aska, I think it's in Suratul Kahf, and the same thing, right? It is also af'alu, more pure, right? Your waw got changed into alif, and this elal is going to be elal bil qalb, and this is happening because the letter before the ainul kalima had fatha, right? Al hawa, same is happening in hawa. Letter before hawa ya are the root letters. Hawa ya are the root letters, and there is a change of ya into alif. So therefore, we are going to call it elal bil qalb. Okay, is this? I hope this is now a little bit easy. One more minute, and I'm going to do few more examples with you guys so that we don't have to repeat this. Okay, so if you look at any word, if there is a vowel and ya and the letter, if there is a vowel and the letter before it is a kasra, what should happen to your vowel? If a letter before it has a kasra, why so? Why so? Yes, your answer is absolutely correct, that it is going to change into ya. Why so? The why so is because the kasra is friends with ya, the ma is friends with waw, and alif is friends with fatha, so they're going to go hand in hand. And you will notice the same thing. If you know this rule, everything is going to be super duper easy for you guys. Okay, and also I think we are already our time is up, and I just want you to go over. I'm going to share the slides with you. I want you to go over the slides, look at each and every part, look at each and every word that they say. Ibdal, we have not spent more time on it because we have already covered it, but with Ilal, which was a newer topic, and as we have decided, we are going to do it like in 4 types. Okay, and we are going to stick to this classification and go from there, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Let me stop the recording.